Well, Demario, early in the process, but what are your thoughts so far? A couple of days of minicamp here.
Yeah, like you said, it's very early in the process, but it's good to be out here moving around. You know, kind of getting a look at uh, the whole roster and kind of how we all got to gel together. We got some new pieces, some very good pieces, and so it's really about us being able to gel together and work together and find that chemistry.
How helpful is it, coaching change, obviously, but, you get your defensive coordinator, so things pretty much stay the same for you guys on defense.
Um, uh, Coach Allen is, one of the best in the game, and we're still, running his defense. So we've had a lot of success with that. Um, have always had high expectations and been able to hit those expectations, and so we're going to take it even higher this year. We have, Ryan in there now calling the plays, and he's always been a force for the defense just in what we do up front in the run game and in attacking the quarterback. And so that's a big part of who we are and a big part of our identity. So it's not a lot of transition on that side of the ball, and we'll continue to do what we do.
You had a lot of snaps with Pete. How does that help your cohesion with him, with that unit?
Well, I played a lot with him last year. He probably had one of the better years for a rookie defender. A very smart linebacker, very athletic player. And anytime you're able to play next to a guy that's smart and quick and you know they're going to get the job done and make a lot of plays, it's exciting. And so we're going to need him to play at a very high level this year, and he already proved that he can.
You mentioned those new pieces. Someone like Tyrann Mathieu comes in here who has basically the skins on the wall. He's been doing this for a while. How does he kind of mesh with you guys and kind of that relationship that you two are kind of building?
Well, yeah, man. Certain guys around the league that you want to play with just because they're a dog. It's a term that's thrown around loosely. Everybody want to be a dog, but, real dogs know who the dogs are, and he's one of them. And so being able to bring somebody like him in the locker room is just phenomenal. But also, Marcus May. I got a chance to play with Marcus when he was a rookie, and I was impressed then and even more impressed now. With those guys, that they care about ball, and they around the clock they're going to be studying and making sure that they're ready to go for their team. And that's what you really need, especially when you get to playing the high level football that we're accustomed to playing. And so, having those guys be able to come in and get the reps with the guys that they're going to be in with is very important, just from a communication standpoint and understanding how different guys play. That's very big. And so just excited to have guys like that. Being able to get defensive tackle like Street is huge. Being able to have somebody to get the inside pressure like him, Big O, and some of the other guys. We made a lot of good moves that is going to put us in a position to be even more dominant for a defense, and we're going to have to be for this team.
With all that turnover, is it important to have an OTA, have a mini camp for you, a mini camp in person, because you have some of those pieces that have changed? Do you find it beneficial, especially having something in person, because you haven't had that in the last couple of years to do that?
Well, yeah, we're kind of living trying to transition to a post-COVID world now, and so the last couple of years have been different for a lot of reasons, and so yeah, I think what it allows for and having a good mini camp, it allows for you to be able to come in the training camp and hit the ground a little bit faster, running, and so you don't have to have so many questions, come training camp. You can get a lot of those out the way early, just as far as where pieces going to be, and just kind of having an understanding, where you fit in the mix. So, all has been well so far.
Demario, what have you thoughts about DA's just transition from coordinator to head coach?
Great head coach. You're doing a good job so far.